Everybody swears a progressive fork spring is the upgrade. Soft over potholes, firm when you push it, best of both worlds. That's wrong, and for a lot of you, it's the exact reason your forks are still slamming into the stops. Here's what almost nobody tells you at the parts counter. Most production fork springs are rated around a rider somewhere near 150 to 160 pounds. That's the homologation test rider, not you in boots, a jacket, a full tank, and saddlebags. So we're going through 5 fork spring brands riders keep saying bottom out hard, then 3 that are actually matched to your real weight. And the last one on that good list won't even sell you a spring until you tell them what you weigh in full gear. Why does this matter more than the pricey stuff you're probably shopping for? Suspension tuners will tell you spring rate is the single most ignored variable on a motorcycle. Riders drop $900 on cartridge kits in gold valves before they ever check whether the spring in there fits their body weight. And the math is brutal. A spring that's too soft for you can eat 20 to 30% more fork travel under hard braking than a correct one. That's not a comfort problem. That's the literal definition of bottoming out. And it usually happens right when you need the front end most. Dealer techs will tell you the same thing off the record. Most fork bottoming complaints get solved by a spring swap in the $120 to $180 range, not the expensive rebuild. Sag first, then spring rate, then damping. That order. All right, let's start the countdown. Number 5 on the list of springs owners say bottom out hard. Number 5, Works Performance. They're off-the-shelf standard fork springs, roughly $95 to $130. And I want to be fair here because this is a genuinely respected shock company with real racing history behind the name. The custom stuff they build is legitimate. The problem is the non-custom shelf option. Those ship in wide, generic rate bands instead of weight-specific rates. So a 170-pound rider and a 240-pound rider on a loaded adventure bike can end up on the same spring. And that's exactly what adventure riders running luggage report. Bottoming complaints identical to a $30 generic set, except they paid over $100 for the privilege, which is annoying. But the brand at number 4 does something worse. It prints no spring rate at all. If you've ever paid good money for a suspension part and still felt that same clunk, hit the like button. It genuinely helps this channel reach other riders getting sold the wrong rate. Number 4, Emgo Universal Fit Progressive Fork Springs. Usually $35 to $55 in the online parts catalogs and on Amazon. Cheap enough that it feels like a no-brainer upgrade over tired stock springs. Here's the issue. There's no published spring rate curve. None. You can't find out what these are actually rated at, which means you're buying suspension by vibe. And mechanics report the wire gauge varies batch to batch on these. Worse, techs report sets sacking down inside a single riding season. When a spring sacks, your ride height drops, your preload changes, and you quietly slide right back into bottoming without touching a single adjuster. The number 3 brand pulls the same trick, but sells it as a feature at the counter. Number 3, BikeMaster Universal Replacement Fork Springs, around $45 to $70. You've seen these hanging on the pegboard at Cycle Gear. Fits your model boxed and ready, guy behind the counter says they're a solid budget option. The engineering approach is the problem. One rate sold across a huge weight range. That's marketed as convenience. In suspension terms, it's a guess. A rate that works for a 150-pound rider is nowhere near right for 230 pounds plus gear. So heavier and gear-loaded riders keep reporting the same thing. A hard clunk under braking, even after fitting the correct preload spacers the instructions call for. Preload doesn't change rate, it only changes where you sit on it. The next one costs 3 times as much and still misses. Number 2, and this one stings because it comes in the crate with the bike. Honda Genuine Factory Replacement Fork Springs for the CBR 600RR and the CBR 1000RR, about $110 to $140 a pair. Nothing wrong with the manufacturing. The steel is fine. The problem is who the rate was chosen for. Factory homologation spec centers on a test rider around 150 to 160 pounds, which is a very polite way of saying not most American riders. Put a 200-pound rider in full gear on it, grab a hard stop from the highway speed, and you'll use 100% of available travel, every bit of it. That's the #1 complaint dealer service departments here, and they're selling you the same spring back. So paying $140 to reinstall the exact rate that was already too soft is a strange way to fix a bottoming complaint. But at least Honda never claimed it was an upgrade. The brand at #1 is sold specifically as the bottoming cure. #1, progressive suspension, the 11-1101 standard fork spring kit in Harley Softail applications. Call it $85 to $105. This is probably the single most recommended fork spring on Harley forums in America. And here's where that myth from the top of the video comes home. Progressive rate coils feel wonderful in the first inch of travel, plush, smooth over tar snakes. That first inch is what sells the product on a test ride around the block. The trouble is the ramp. On a loaded touring rider, the firm part of that curve shows up too late. So Softail and bagger owners keep reporting harsh, metal-on-metal bottoming over expansion joints, even after setting preload exactly the way the instructions say. Read that again. The spring runs out of usable rate before the fork runs out of travel. It isn't defective. It's just built to a comfort curve, not to your loaded weight. Progressive doesn't mean stronger. It means soft first, firm later, and later can be too late. That's the 5. Now, before we get to the 3 that actually work, let's talk about the mistakes I see riders make, because you can buy the perfect spring and still ride away disappointed. Mistake 1, ordering by bike model and year only. Your bike's model number tells the seller nothing about the 220 pounds sitting on it. Mistake 2, assuming progressive means better. For heavier or aggressive riders, it often means softer right where you need support. Mistake 3, fitting the correct springs and leaving old, thin, burnt fork oil in there. Now the spring matches you and the damping still doesn't. Mistake 4, skipping sag setup afterward, which cancels most of the benefit you just paid for. Mistake 5, and this is the big one on baggers and adventure bikes, speccing for solo rider weight and ignoring your passenger, your bags, your tent, your cooler. That weight rides on the same springs every single mile of the trip. So what does a properly sold fork spring look like? Simple. The seller asks your weight, your gear weight, and how you ride before they take your money. 3 brands do that, and remember, the last one won't quote you apart until you submit a number. #3 on the worth it list, Race Tech, the FRSP series fork springs, roughly $100 to $150 a pair. This is the one most riders should start with, and it's the cheapest real fix in this video. Founder Paul Thady built the company's whole reputation on published, dyno-derived spring rate charts. You enter rider weight, gear weight, and riding style, and it gives you a rate, not a model number, a rate. That's the opposite of everything on the first list. Independent suspension shops use that same chart as their reference starting point, not because it's a nice marketing tool, but because it works. The Race Tech FRSP springs at around $100 to $150 a pair, fix more bottoming complaints than a $900 cartridge kit. The only limit is you're picking from a catalog of rates, so you land on the nearest step to your ideal number. Close enough for almost everyone. But the next brand doesn't have a catalog at all, and that's on purpose. #2, Sonic Springs. Custom wound straight rate fork springs made to order in the United States, around $120 to $170 a pair. No shelf stock, no catalog of fixed rates to choose from. You submit your exact rider and gear weight plus your bike model, and they wind a spring to that number. Not near that number, straight rate, so the support is linear and predictable all the way through the stroke instead of hiding at the very end. Track day coaches love these specifically because they take out the guesswork. When you're teaching a student to trail brake, you can't have the front end running out of travel halfway through corner entry. Same logic applies on a loaded bagger, just at lower speeds. So for roughly $40 more than a set of generics, you get a spring built to your actual body. That's the trade. Wait a few days while it gets made. Which brings us to the shop that won't even discuss springs without pairing them to something else. #1 on the worth it list, Traxxion Dynamics. Their weight-matched springs run about $140 to $190 a pair on their own, and the full AK-20 cartridge kit sits around $650 to $900. This is the tease I planted at the start. Max McAllister's shop won't sell you a bolt-in one-rate spring. Springs get matched to your weight and paired with revolve damping in the same order, because a correct spring with the wrong damping still feels wrong. That's why they're the common referral when a sport bike or adventure rider says the off-the-shelf kit still bottoms. It's the most expensive route in this video, and I'm not pretending otherwise. But it's the one that ends the conversation permanently. One more useful thing before the verdict. Do the zip tie test tonight. Slide a zip tie onto a fork tube, push it down to the dust seal, ride your normal route, then go look at how far it moved. If it's kissing the seal, you're bottoming. And measure your sag before you order anything. Rider sag on most street bikes wants to land in a sensible range set by your shop. And if you're way past it with preload maxed out, no adjuster on earth is going to save you. The spring is simply too soft. Here's the verdict. If your forks bottom out and you weigh more than the factory test rider, which is most of us, the fix isn't a $900 kit. It's the right spring rate for your loaded weight, and it starts around $100. For most street and cruiser riders, buy the Race Tech FRSP springs at around $100 to $150 a pair and use their weight chart honestly, gear included. That single change solves the majority of bottoming complaints for the price of a decent set of grips and a tank of gas. If you're an odd weight, heavily loaded 2-up, or you've already tried a catalog spring and it wasn't quite right, go Sonic Springs at roughly $120 to $170 and have them wound to your exact number. That's the precision option. And if you ride hard, track your bike, or you've already thrown money at parts that didn't fix it, go straight to Traxxion Dynamics. Springs match to your weight with the damping done in the same order from about $650 for the full AK-20 kit. And skip the universal fit stuff. Emgo at $35 to $55 and BikeMaster at $45 to $70 will save you money today and cost you the same clunk next spring, because neither one bothers asking who's riding the bike. So how do you actually pick? Two numbers matter, and neither one is your bike's model year. First, the spring rate itself, written as kilograms per millimeter, something like 0.95 or 1.05. If a seller can't tell you that number, they don't know what they're selling you. Second number is sag. Bike on the ground, you in full gear, measure how far the forks compress. You want roughly 30 to 35% of total travel used just sitting there. Too much sag means your spring's too soft, and no amount of preload spacer fixes a rate that's wrong. Now the three mistakes that burn real money. 1. Ordering by bike model only and never entering your geared weight. 2. Assuming progressive automatically beats straight rate. 3, and this one's everywhere, fitting perfect springs into old fork oil. Right spring, wrong damping, and you still get that clunk under braking. Let's run 3 years of actual money. Cheap universal springs at $45, sacked out by next summer, replaced twice. That's $135 in springs, plus fork oil at $25 a go. Call it $210 and you bottomed out the whole time you owned them. Compare that to a weight match set at $125, fresh oil for $25, seals for $30, done once and still correct in year 3. Under $200 total, and the full cartridge kit everyone drools over? $650 to $900 before labor for a problem springs already solved. Quick myths. Stiffer doesn't mean harsher. A correct rate actually rides smoother because it stops slamming that last inch. Universal fit is a shipping convenience, not engineering. And who buys what is simple? Race Tech if you want a proven chart, Sonic if you want it wound to your exact number, Traxxion if you're pairing springs with real damping work. One last honest note. Progressive Suspension isn't a bad company, and their 11-1101 kit is fine for a lighter solo rider on smooth roads. It's just the wrong tool for a heavy loaded bike, and it gets recommended to those riders constantly. Weigh yourself in full gear this weekend. Write the number down, then order a spring for that number instead of for your bike's model year. That's the whole thing. That's the entire fix most of you have been chasing for 2 seasons.